Hey, welcome to the Poirier Pocket. Today we are going over ovulation test strips. Just whatever the cheapest is. I think I use Easy at Home. I'd say 5 days before I think I'm gonna ovulate. I like testing, but it also wears me out when I'm getting like negative after negative. I think this might have been like my first month trying OPKs. I wanted to see if it could show up through a test because they say with PCOS sometimes it just doesn't show up for whatever reason. It almost gets worse. I'm trusting the process. I decided to test at a different time on the same day. Looks even lower. Alright, I guess PCOS it's not gonna show up. And check that out. So again, same time, and I got in 0.3, which is so exciting. I love using this app. Now this was interesting. We got to cycle day 19. It went way down. Wow, that is the highest I'd ever gotten. I could clearly see it. Let's see what actually, now that I've kind of got a hang of it and I know not to test so early, let's see what happened. I decided to start on cycle day 13, much more realistic, but about 6 days ahead of when I hope I will definitely have ovulated. The last month took a while, but this month it could be 18, 19, and as I have been on metformin, progesterone, and working with a few different supplements, see my supplement video, my cycle, I even ovulated on day 17, which was huge for me. So I definitely am like hoping for that because I'm working so hard on balancing naturally at this point. You'll see, looks like for the most part I'm taking them in the morning just because that's easier for me. We start out with cycle day 13, we got 0.21, 14, 0.29, it's going up, 15 stays where it's at, 16, still there, 17, same results. But I'm starting to, want a little more information by getting closer, hoping that I'm going to ovulate, and also realizing that my mucus is starting to go through sticky to creamy to egg white. But at this point, it's probably still just, at least present. I'm not dry. Looks like 17 I did in the same afternoon, and it did go up. So that is a little bit better. I'm sure I was excited there. And then 18, back down. But sometimes if it's, pushing a little bit, especially since I did that in the morning, that's gonna happen. But it's still exciting that it's like, okay, well I know a day recently I was higher, so my body's trying to ramp up something. And then cycle day 19 happens and I get in 0.4, which in the last cycle, I got to 0.58. I'd never gotten in the 0.4s, but at this point, I'm thinking, does that mean I ovulated? 0.4? Kind of tricky. That's also cycle day 19. Like, this is kind of annoying that I haven't ovulated yet, or at least seen something that's going to say I'm going to ovulate tomorrow. Staying patient, testing in the afternoons because I'm tired of testing in the morning. We've got cycle day 20, and I did test twice this day just to be like, what the heck, body. It looks like I skipped a few days because my body's crazy, but I got a 0.37 on day 23. The next day I got in 0.84, which that one you can see. If you look at those lines, that is a clear, heavy line. And so the next day I dropped back down and stayed down. So therefore I know that my LH surged on cycle day 24. In the morning I got that. And then when I tested again at 6 p.m., it had already dropped. So I go off of the last test that I took, and you know that from that point you're going to ovulate in the next 24 hours generally. And then you can see I did it twice on the day 25 and moving on, and I try to do a little extra because they say, really check it, and it really did drop down eventually. It is kind of goofy that I got another 0.43, but that's PCOS for you. I'm just gonna go through this one quicker because you've already seen them. Again, this is a cycle with PCOS and me working on using progesterone for sure at this point, and likely metformin. I think this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 months in. 15 looks better. This cycle is exciting. All right, get ready. It's all over the place. So hopefully this just helps you feel a little bit more normal, that like your cycle can just get this all over the place before you get that positive.